Just 2 eggs and you get this result. To start today's recipe, we'll need 3 bananas. Here I'm just showing 2 for demonstration. I'll peel the banana peel completely. Next, with the help of a knife, cut them in half just like this. Now in a pan, I'll add 1 cup of sugar. Stir until it melts completely. Add 1 tablespoon of butter and stir again. With just a few everyday ingredients, we can make a dessert way tastier than the ones sold at bakeries. We'll place the cut bananas into the pan. I'm sure you'll love this recipe so much that you'll come back here to thank me for teaching you. I could never eat bananas any other way again at home. In another bowl, I'll add 2 eggs, 1 cup of sugar, and mix it all really well. And before I forget, tell me which city you're watching us from so I can send you a special shout-out. Today's shout-out goes to Aya Burchett from Chicago. I'm so happy you're enjoying our recipes. I'm sure it will become part of your routine. I'll add a 1/4 cup of oil, 1 cup of milk, and mix again. If you don't believe how good this recipe is, try it at home and then come back to tell me what you think. I'm sure it will exceed your expectations. I'll also use 1 cup of wheat flour and 1 tablespoon of baking powder. It's super easy, practical, and quick to prepare. The best part is, I'm sure you already have all the ingredients in your kitchen. We'll add 1 tablespoon of vanilla essence. It will give a special touch to the flavor and aroma of our recipe. I'm sure it'll become the highlight at your family gatherings. When I make it at home, everyone always asks me where I learned this wonder. Next, we'll pour the mixture we prepared into the pan with the caramel and the bananas. Make sure to cover everything evenly. I'll cover the pan and let it cook for about 15 minutes. After that time, I'll cover again and let it cook for another 5 minutes. Look how beautiful it turns out, and the taste is even better. It's simply impossible to eat just 1 slice. When I make it, nothing is ever left. This is definitely the perfect solution for those days when you don't have much time to spend in the kitchen. Teach it to that friend who loves banana. I'm sure they'll be very happy.
Everyone's frying flour now after seeing this genius idea. Let's start by adding 700 grams of chicken wings into a large bowl. Next, we're seasoning them with 1 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 3 tablespoons of mustard, and 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. Now mix everything really well so the wings soak up all that flavor. Now I'm covering the bowl with plastic wrap and popping it in the fridge to marinate for 30 minutes. Meanwhile, in a pan, we'll pour enough oil to cover the bottom. Once the oil is hot, I'm adding 1 tablespoon of butter and stirring until it melts. Now I'm adding 1/2 cup of flour to the pan and giving it a good stir. Time to add our chicken wings to the hot oil. Let them fry until they're nice and golden brown. And before I forget, tell me what city you're watching from so I can give you a big shout out. Today's shout out goes to Rose Angwa Eyita from Uganda. I'm so glad you're enjoying the recipes. I promise once you try it, you won't regret it, and your family will keep asking you to make chicken like this again and again. It's become a total staple in my house. Every time I make it, there's never any left. Look at that golden crust. I've got to show you how amazing these came out. So tell me, how do you usually make chicken at home? I'd love to know your twist. This recipe was such a pleasant surprise. Ever since I learned it, I haven't stopped making it. This chicken turns out crispy on the outside and super juicy on the inside. Absolutely delicious. Hope you're enjoying this one. I'm pretty sure your friends will be asking you for the recipe too.
Everyone is putting chicken in the air fryer after seeing this genius idea. I'll start by adding 500 grams of chicken wings to this bowl. I'll add 1 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of paprika, and 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. I love making recipes with garlic. I'll also add some olive oil to taste. This exclusive preparation will change how you see simple recipes. Now, I'll mix everything well with my hands. And before I forget, let me know which city you're watching from so I can send you a special shout-out. Today's shout-out goes to Michael Ross from New York. I'm so happy you're enjoying my recipes. Look at how it's coming together. I bet you're finding this super easy to make. After mixing, I'll transfer everything to an air fryer. This time, we won't be using oil to fry. This is a unique cooking method. I'll arrange the pieces with a spatula so they all cook evenly. When you make chicken wings at home, what kind of seasoning do you like to add? If you know any special secrets, let me know. I'd love to hear them. Now, I'll close the air fryer and let it cook for 10 minutes. After that, I'll use a spatula to stir all the pieces. This helps prevent anything from sticking to the fryer. With just a few ingredients and a simple preparation, these wings will surprise you with their incredible flavor. This is one of those recipes you try once and never forget because it's so delicious and easy. I love making creative recipes like this. The flavor is perfect. I'll let it fry for another 10 minutes. Now it looks great, and I can move on to the next step. In a bowl, I'll add 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise, 1 tablespoon of barbecue sauce. When combined, these ingredients create an explosion of flavors. You'll see. I'll also add 1 tablespoon of mustard. Would you add anything else here? If you know a secret ingredient, let me know. Next, I'll add 1 tablespoon of honey. I love making recipes with honey. 1 teaspoon of garlic powder and half a teaspoon of black pepper. I'll mix everything well until all the ingredients are fully combined. The best part of this recipe is that it's quick, easy, and requires only a few ingredients. That's why it became a regular dish in my house, and I know it will in yours too. Now it's perfect. This sauce is the ultimate match for chicken wings. It's the secret ingredient that makes the flavor incredible. Now just transfer everything to a serving dish and enjoy. If you loved this recipe, you're going to love my next tips. I still have many more secret recipes to share, so stay tuned so you don't miss anything.
I don't know how I didn't discover this fried egg recipe sooner. To start, I'll place 7 beaten eggs in a pan with plenty of hot oil. I'm sure you've never tasted a dish as delicious as this one before. It's practical, easy to make, and most importantly, incredibly flavorful. You simply can't resist this delight I'm making. Once one side is fried, I'll flip it so both sides cook evenly. This way, our recipe turns out fantastic. When both sides are fried, I'll remove them from the oil and place them on a plate lined with paper towels to absorb any excess oil from our ingredient. Next, I'll transfer everything to a large bowl. Then, I'll add 1 cup of breadcrumbs. While mixing with our breadcrumbs, I'll cut the eggs into pieces to make sure everything blends well. And before I forget, tell me which city you're watching from so I can send you a special shout-out. Today's shout out goes to Bruno Mendez from Texas. I'm so glad you're enjoying our recipes. I've never used breadcrumbs the same way again after learning this dish. Now I'll add 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 diced onion, 100 grams of fried bacon, and finally, parsley to taste. I'll mix all our ingredients until they're completely combined. These tips are exclusive. Keep following me and you'll never struggle with dinner ideas again. I'm here to help you with the best preparation methods to impress your loved ones with a delicious meal. If you like this preparation, you'll love my next tips. I still have many more special recipe secrets to share with you gradually. Stay tuned so you don't miss anything. These fried eggs are the perfect example of how simple can also be sophisticated. A dish that pleases both in taste and presentation. It's bound to become a staple in your home. Then I'll place some of our mixture on a plate. With every bite, you'll taste the perfect balance between the crunch of the breadcrumbs and the lightness of the egg. It's a combination that works for any occasion. If you've never tried fried eggs with breadcrumbs, you're missing out. It's a simple but incredibly tasty recipe, making it the perfect side dish for your meals. A great option is adding some grated mozzarella cheese when mixing. It's optional, but elevates the dish into something extraordinary. I absolutely love this recipe, and I'm sure you and your whole family will too. I make it every weekend, and whenever I do, nothing's left over because the result is so amazing. The aroma of this meal is so irresistible that it makes everyone's mouth water before it's even ready. I never ate popcorn another way again. The secret to making the best popcorn recipe. For today's recipe, I'll put 1 tablespoon of butter in a pan. I'll spread it well to melt all over the pan. This recipe is very quick and easy to make. You'll see that we usually already have all the necessary ingredients at home, without needing to buy anything extra. After this, I'll add 2 tablespoons of oil as well. Continuing to mix the ingredients very well. I love preparing this recipe to eat on weekend afternoons. It adds so much to the hours I'll be watching a movie at home. It's so good to eat that it's gone much faster than I wanted. Now I'll add 300 grams of sliced hot dogs into several small pieces. And I'll stir it very well to fry them evenly on all sides. And before I forget, tell me which city you're watching us from so I can send you a special hug. Today's hug goes to Wyatt Coleman from Kansas. I'm happy you're enjoying our recipes. Do you already know how today's recipe will turn out? You'll be surprised by the result. Next, I'll add 1 cup of popcorn to the recipe. Always mixing very well so the butter and oil cover all the other ingredients. Send this recipe to your friend who loves hot dog. I'm sure they'll love receiving this recipe from you today. My family loves it so much when I make this recipe that they always ask me to make more because it disappears so fast. Now I'll cover the pan to let the ingredients fry until all the popcorn pops. After this time, I'll remove the lid and shake the recipe well. With this part of the recipe ready, I'll transfer the ingredients to a glass dish. Have you seen a recipe like this before? I'm sure this mix of ingredients surprised you. It's so delicious. I'll spread the ingredients evenly in the glass dish. Using a few ingredients we already have at home, it's possible to make this recipe that's so much better than any other recipe from shopping mall cinemas. Plus, it's much more economical and healthier. I can't wait to try how today's recipe turned out when it's ready to eat. After this, I'll grab the containers I'll store the recipe in to place it in them. Look how beautiful today's recipe is turning out. I'm sure you're already drooling just by seeing how it's turning out. Make this recipe at home today and tell me how it turned out. I'd love to know that you made it and loved the result. You can complement this recipe with a little bit of salt or black pepper, but I recommend being careful with the salt since there's already some in the butter and hot dog.
All right, right, we're gonna add condensed milk to rice, and you're gonna wanna make this recipe every day. So chefs, in a pan, we're gonna add some butter. That's gonna be 2 tablespoons of butter in total. We're just gonna melt that butter over a nice medium heat. Now, after melting the butter, we're gonna add 1 cup of rice. So just add that butter and saute the rice for a few minutes. You wanna stir until the rice becomes a bit whiter, but make sure to keep stirring it to just prevent it from burning. Now, after sauteing the rice, it's time for the water. We're just going to pour some hot water until it covers the rice. That's going to really cook that rice. So after adding the water, just cover and cook. And when the water starts to evaporate from the rice, it's time to continue. So we're just going to lower the heat to medium at this point and add 400 grams of condensed milk. You want to just add that directly to the rice and mix these 2 ingredients well. I'm already getting so excited to eat this. So stir well until the ingredients form a more consistent texture. Now, after mixing, we're going to continue with the remaining ingredients. We're going to add 400 grams of cream. Just add that directly to the pan and stir and mix really, really well. Make this at home. You'll want to thank me later. Now stir the rice well with those remaining ingredients. This step is simple, but it's very necessary to make the sweet rice really flavorful. Now once you're done, we're going to cover and cook for 7 minutes. And after that 7 minutes, our recipe is actually almost ready. Now we're just going to add 1 cup of powdered milk. Just add it to the pan and mix well. If you prefer, you could add the powdered milk gradually. It'll be so perfect if you do it that way. And the flavor is just going to be so right and nice and sweet. Now with the powdered milk, your rice will change texture a little bit, which is great. This recipe is so perfect and super tasty. Now after mixing, just turn off the heat to prevent burning the rice. Remember to always cook on low or medium heat. And after mixing, it is ready. So to make it look a little bit nicer, I'm going to transfer the rice to a larger bowl. You can see how creamy the rice has become. I am so excited to try this. The flavor on this is really going to be perfect. You will totally thank me later. Now with a sieve, add more powdered milk on top. Add a generous amount, spread it well. You could also add cinnamon, grated coconut, or even some sugar, and it is done. So let's go ahead and eat. Now, if you prefer, you could chill the rice in the fridge and serve it cold. It's great that way. I love this recipe. I like to eat it hot in the winter. It's so soothing. Now in the summer, serve it cold. Get ready for some compliments. So serve a generous portion for your family. Let's go ahead and try it. Wow. You can thank me later. Please enjoy.
This is what I do when I have ripe bananas at home. Slice up 4 ripe bananas and then place them in a dish. Next, we're going to add 2 cups of milk. Now add all those ingredients to a blender. Just be careful when you're pouring it. You don't want any spills. It's very important to use ripe bananas for a sweeter result. This recipe is super delicious. Okay, we're going to add in 2 eggs now. Once you add in your eggs, put a lid on your blender, and then we're going to mix everything very thoroughly. Just 3 ingredients and you have a perfect recipe. After blending everything very well, you can go ahead and remove the lid. And then we're just going to set this aside for now so we can go ahead and prepare our caramel. In a frying pan, add 1 cup of sugar, spread it evenly, just like this. I have my heat on low, and we're going to cook the sugar until it's melted. Now, once you notice that sugar start to melt, then you can begin stirring, but don't stir before it starts melting. Waiting for it to melt is the secret for perfect caramel. And our caramel is almost ready. Finish with a small amount of water. You just want to add that water gradually and stir constantly. In total, I've added about half a cup of water. And now our syrup is ready. It is perfect. We can turn off the heat and remove the spatula. Now you just want to pour that caramel all over your dish, just like this. Add all the caramel in. Be careful, you don't want to burn yourself. This is super hot, but gently twisting and turning your pan, try and get caramel all over the sides like this. This dish should be coated with caramel all over. Then pour that banana mixture over the top. The smell of the banana is so perfect. I always make this at home and everybody's always asking me for the recipe. And done. Now all we have to do is cover and it's ready to go. Cover it well to prevent air from getting in it during the cooking process. Aluminum foil is perfect for this. Seal it tightly before placing it into a cooking pot. Now in a large pot, we're going to put in some water. And then once we have water in our pot, we can gently place our dish inside, just like this. Don't add too much water or else it's going to overflow. Then cover and we're going to cook our banana pudding for 30 minutes. We are cooking this over a medium heat. And our dessert is ready. Let's give this a taste. Cut and serve a generous piece for your family. I know they're going to love it. Look how beautiful this color is. So moist, so delicious. I just love the taste of this recipe. Now, if you'd like, you can top it with some chocolate syrup and that would be delicious. But just look at that beautiful color. It's making my mouth water. Enjoy your meal.